Moving on. Today's United side, Nicky. Do you enjoy watching it? Before the Chelsea game, did you enjoy watching this season?
Quite honestly, no. If I'm honest with you, I don't enjoy watching football at the minute, let alone Man United. There's not much fun in football right now for me. It's a bit boring, slow, walking football. I mean, I was brought up on fast attacking wingers, up, down, attacking defenders, moving up the pitch, condensing the area, midfielders box to box, scoring goals. So it's not only Man United I don't enjoy watching. There's quite a few games, but as a Man United fan, it's really tough to watch them at the minute. And for me, I would prefer them to go out and get beat 3-1, 3-2, than just sit back and get beat anyway. And to be fair, that's not only me, that'll be everybody that's ever been involved in Man United. Is, you know, it comes from DNA of the club, is go out and win. If you get beat, you get beat, but you might win 4-3, you might get beat 3-2, but you go out and you entertain the fans that have paid a lot of money, that they've earned the money working hard for, to go and watch their football club. And if you're going to sit back and let Wolves run all over you, it's not good for me.
No, just try and score more goals in the pitch and have an open game like we did at Chelsea. It was an open game, could have been 8-4, but
No.
couldn't you see it if Chelsea scoring 4 that in the first half?
Yeah, but that's not a game you want to watch as a Man United fan. That's ridiculous to let that many chances go at Old Trafford.
I'm just comparing to the Wolves game.
And the Wolves game. How do you get run over the pitch off Wolves?
Terrible.
Shocking. But the thing with Man United is, I'm the biggest Man United fan you'll ever meet, and I love it's my club. I love Man United, but I can't even try and stick up for them, because Luke Shaw is the best left back in the league. Whether you like Harry Maguire or not, he's not a bad defender. He's a good defender. He's not Champions League level, but he's a good defender. You got Varane sat on the bench, who's won. So why is he sat on the bench? If he's there, why is he sat on the bench? I think, let's not talk about anywhere else. The midfield. Bruno is a top talent, but he's not in the midfield with the right people to support his play. McTominay, I think, can do a really good job box to box. What can you say, Rashford? Come on, ask me what Rashford. Rashford is a world-class talent who's just not happy in his life or football or whatever it is. He's just not happy. And I tell my son, who's 16, if you're not happy playing football, then you're not going to play well. So that's the position he's in. Whatever the dynamic is, I don't know. He's not happy. He's not working hard enough. He's not happy. Sorry? No, I don't think he does, because I think.
He's a bloody good talking to and saying, "Can you figure it out?"
You're lucky to be next Man United.
Yeah.
Did you have a time where you were?
Shit. I had a lot of time about this shit. I'm very defensive of Marcus, because I've known him since he was 8, and maybe I'm the right person to speak to about him, because I'm very loyal to people that I really care about, and he's one of ours, and he is a top lad, great lad, an unbelievable talent, but even I will say he needs to sort his head out, because he's not happy at the minute and he's not working hard enough.
Nicky, how back with his girlfriend?
I don't really do that. I'll just get rid of them all. That's what I'm saying. Sorry.
Yeah, that's wrong, because Fergie always wanted you to get
Yeah, and I got divorced about 10 years ago. Thanks for that, Gaffer. That cost me a fucking fortune. Sorry, what was you saying? What are you saying?
I was going to say with
Mark, if you was in with him now, how would you kind of like, you say to him in the dressing room, come on, Paul, you boys, you boys dominate it. Did you boys dominate it?
No, I think, I know what I think, but I can't compare myself to Marcus because he is in a shithole of a changing room right now. Let's be pretty honest. I was in an unbelievable dressing room that you couldn't dream of. So like, literally, you couldn't have picked or dreamt a better changing room. Marcus isn't. Marcus is, what I think is going wrong is his responsibility now. So when you're brought up at Man United, you don't own the right to Man United, you don't own the right to the DNA of it, you don't own anything, you just carry the baton. And then you're like a relay team, and you go around the track, you start at 12, you go 19, 20, 30, 31, you pass it on to the next ones. So we did it with Cleggy, Darren Fletcher, Wes Brown, John O'Shea, all these people. You pass the baton on, and you pass it. They have to be in control of that baton, and that's the only thing I will say about Marcus is that he can't go, shit here, it's not great, because it's not great and it is shit, but he can't say it, he's just got to go, right, this is my duty to carry that baton and make sure when I pass that on, I've improved that baton. And literally, he's not doing that, Scott's not doing that, so it's not just Marcus, by the way, it's not, Marcus gets the shit because it's Marcus Rashford is like the big name. It's not just him. There's a lot of them there that need to take responsibility for that football club.
Did you, when you was at the...
Yeah, but you can say leaders, but who the fuck put Bruno Fernandes as captain of Man United?
Who else?
He's not a captain. What?
Who else would you put as captain, Scott?
As soon as you took it off Maguire, he's been a better player.
Yeah, he's a better player, but
As soon as you take it off Bruno, you're allowed to have freedom again, money. It's way too heavy on the minute.
Bruno's by the way, I'm not having a problem. Bruno is a top talent, but he's not.
Who would be the captain?
No, just give me a second. I'm trying to think what I'm going to say here because it's contentious. You've got Brian Robson, Steve Bruce, Peter Schmeichel, Roy Keane, Ryan Giggs, David Beckham, Bruno.
Antonio Valencia.
Don't forget Gary
Yeah. Who? But serious, I'm not trying to be contentious. I'm really not trying to be, because I like Bruno as a person. I'd have someone who would run through the brick wall for you. Scott McTominay right now. Who? Scott, yeah, Scott McTominay right now. And then, by the way, he's not going to be Roy Keane, he's not going to be Brian Robson, but he would love the club and do it.
Just to get a bit back into track here, which is fine. I love it when I don't have to do anything. It's brilliant. But the signings that Erik ten Hag has made and the changes he did to the squad,
so-called
£400 million spent to make the team, well, at least under Ole we played really entertaining football. Do you see that we got value for those £400 million at the moment?
I don't think it's relevant about the money because Man United, whenever Man United buy a player, it's always going to go up by 30-40%. So I think the value, the money is irrelevant. For me, people disagree or not. The money's irrelevant. For me, the problem I have with it is, in the biggest football club in the world, it has to have an elite environment, and it has to have everybody in collaboration. So you can always guarantee you, for the last 30 years at Man United, people will go into a room and will say, I want to buy that player, that player, that player, and they'll all have a fight, they'll disagree, and they'll walk out of the room and they'll all agree on it. Man United now, someone buys a player, it's not my player, it's your player. It's not my player, it's your player. It's not my player, it's Ten Hag's player. It's not my player, it's John Murtough's player. It's not my player. And it's like, literally, it has to be a Man United player. It can't be any individual. And if you're an elite, not even a football club, an elite environment, you have to have everyone on side and you go, do you like that player? Do you like that player? I don't like him because he can't run. I don't like him because he can't pass. Whatever the argument is, you agree in a room, you buy the player and you walk out and you go, he is a Man United player. All I'm hearing now is, Ten Hag bought him, John Murtagh bought him, the Glazers bought him, and it's like, that would never happen for the last 30 years. And I don't know where that's coming from, because if I was in charge of that football club, I would go, right, everyone get on the same page, you might all disagree, but in an elite environment, have to have elite discussions, which means you disagree, you argue, you speak about it, you close the door, you walk out, and you all agree when you walk out that it's not your fault, my fault, everyone's getting blamed, and it's a blame culture, and it doesn't actually sit right, to be honest with you.
Do you see that changing as long as the Glazers are involved?
Yeah, no, I think it will change if David Bracefield comes in, because I think he's an elite environment person. He's running an elite environment organisation. Does he know football? No, I don't think he does. But he knows how to get an elite performing sports team to be where they want to be. And I think with our football club, you have to just go, right, who's the best in class? Who's the best sporting director in the world? Or who's the top 10? Do we have him?
We don't have any.
Right, okay, so we don't have, who's the best technical director in the world? Do we have him? No. Who's the best? We are the biggest football club in the world. I like Ten Hag. I genuinely do like Ten Hag. I really think he's the top manager. I think he's literally just on his own there and not really getting the help that he needs. I think you are running the biggest football club in the world. You should have the best CEO. We've not got one. He's left. We've got to have the best sporting director. We've got the best X, Y, Z, all of it. And everyone that I look at in an elite, in a real high level job at the football club, they're nowhere near the top 10 in the world. And we're the biggest football club in the world. So how is it going to work? I feel sorry for Ten Hag, to be honest with you. He's not getting backed. He's getting back money wise. He's getting back money wise. He spent a lot of money, so you can't say that. But there's no one standing up and going, we are Man United, we go through a process, we buy this player because we check. This is not a Ten Hag signing, it's not a Man United signing, a John Murtagh signing, or the Glazers signing. It is a Manchester United signing, and that's it. And if they fail, they fail. If they do well, they do well. But it's like a blame game thing. It's not great.
And it's still so many players from so many different managers playing. You even have players from Fergie's with Johnny Evans in there.
Johnny, yeah.
But Johnny Evans starting ahead of Rafael Varane against Manchester City for tactical reasons. You played the game. Can you get close to those technical reasons?
I have no idea about that. I have no idea. Johnny is a great lad, a top player, great top professional. Like, you would love me in the dressing room. But put that to one side, why do you have Varane there? He's won all the things he's won on. He's probably on about, what, 300 grand a week? Why do you have him there if you're not going to play him? Yeah, but he's always, you say he's always getting injured, but if he's not injured, play him. If he is injured, don't play him. And it's this. I actually don't get it. I'm trying to get it, but I don't get it.
Do you think Johnny's done anything wrong all season?
Who?
Do you think Johnny's done anything wrong all season
Johnny?
when he's played? Evans?
Johnny?
Do you think Evans, when he's played at centre half, has done anything wrong all season when he's played?
No, I don't. But is he going to get us to? And Johnny's my mate. I like Johnny. I love him.
Yeah.
But is he going to get us to win the Champions League or the league? Varane?
He won't, will he?
No, I'm telling you now. If you give him a run of games, he's a top player. Varane. He's injury prone. That's the only problem. But when he's fit, play him. When he's injured, don't play him. You can't win 4 Champions League medals if you're crap. So, but
I think it's an issue.
who is?
He's not playing, and it must be an issue.
Oh, it's a massive issue, yeah. And that's where I think something's deeply wrong with the football club, is that the manager falls out at people and doesn't let it go.
You're talking about Sancho here.
Sorry?
Fergie let it go.
No, Fergie wouldn't let go, but Fergie had a lot of fucking good players that could say, you go and bring somebody else in, but they haven't. So I think you've got to just like cut your cloth and go, right, we're both grown men here, so let's shake hands, agree to disagree, and move on, or sell him. No point in sitting on the bench.
But if a player is injury prone, he probably should speak with his mate rather than usually.
Who's that?
Like it. No, but well, he knows me. Don't worry. But how would you change the squad? Keane wants to get rid of 10 players. Gary wants to get rid of 8 players on the overlap.
Guy did well at Valencia, didn't he? So he can't. Do you know what? I don't claim to be the next Man United manager. I don't claim to be the best football pundit. I don't claim to be the guru of recruitment. But what I do know is the Man United Football Club is fundamentally wrong right now. They're buying players that are just like, he's a good player, let's buy him. So, example, I don't know how to pronounce his name, the young centre forward. Højlund. Right. Højlund is a very good talent. There's too much pressure on him to come to Man United. Why, if they think he's that good of a talent that's going to be the superstar, why don't they buy him and leave him there where he was for another season? So last season I think he scored 9-10 goals in the league. Leave him there for another year, let him score 20 goals, let him get a year older, let him build his way of moving to Manchester, bring him here with another elite forward above him, and ease him in, and he'll be a superstar in 3 or 4 years. You can't throw him into this football club with nobody around him in a team that's failing, and go, there you go, young man, go and take the biggest football club in the world on your shoulder and go and get us back to where we need to be. It's so unfair for him. It's ridiculous.
I think that's what
But it's, but that's what I'm getting back on. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, but you can't. Ten Hag can't say that and spend 400 million and then say, well, I want that as well, because everyone's got budgets. They've got budgets. But for me, it's like, right, okay, if you're gonna bring Haaland here, don't play every game. Do not play every game. Put pressure on somebody else. So right, Marcus, everyone thinks, and I love Marcus. I think Marcus is young, but Marcus is not a young man. Marcus is 24, 25, 26. Fucking hell. We as a group, I'm not saying me, when we were 24, we'd won 4 leagues and a treble. And it's like, you're not a baby, you're not, you put all the pressure on him. Put all the pressure on him. Who? Martial should have been sold 5 years ago.
He's a lazy bastard.
But I'm sure that people have a couple of questions. I'll just have one more before I let you guys keep doing the questions. Yeah, you were involved with the academy. You were working close with aldri, but all of a sudden you just left the club. What happened there?
So I'll tell you the truth. What happened there? I got to a point where it was I left football club in 2004 to the 5, I can't remember what it was. And I remember flying home from Chicago to Newcastle to sign. And I flew home. Was you there, Cleggy? You got on. So we had a night out the night before, and it was like, oh, Butty's leaving, so we're going to go for a big night out. So I was hungover next day, flying home, 12 hours on my own. I'm like, oh God, what am I doing? It was the worst day of my life. So anyway, got to Newcastle, blah, blah, blah. But for me, Man United Football Club is like, I loved it since I was, I can remember, 4 years of age. And I don't know, I forgot your question, what you're saying.
I think you started asking why you left as a player, but yeah. I wanted to know why you left all of a sudden.
Why I left, right, so...
Just a few years ago.
No, the coach or a player?
Yeah, coach.
Sorry, I thought the coach.
Yeah.
I was coaching the academy team, went from the academy team to the head of first team development, and I just didn't agree with the way that the club was, the direction the club was going in in the sense of bringing players from the youth teams to the first team and developing them the way I know is the right way to do it. I know that. I am not, it's not me. And I said before about Marcus carrying the baton. When I was carrying manager, it wasn't about me. I did not write the rules for the academy. I just grabbed the baton, I kept hold of it for 2, 3, 4 years, and you pass it on. And that is Man United through and through. Man United is an institution, it's not a football club, it's an institution. And it's like Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona, all these massive football clubs, the institutions, they're not just football clubs. You can't just pick people up and put them in there and go, right, you know football, you look after that club, because it's an institution. And I was thinking, I can't have people telling me, and it wasn't me, I was sticking up for Paul McGuinness, Brian McClare, Eric Harrison, Les Kershaw, all these, Brian Kidd, Nobby Styles, all these amazing people that have made the academy what it is, because whether you like it or not, the Man United Academy is still the biggest producing academy in the world by a long stretch. And I couldn't understand why people could come into our football club and say, you're doing it wrong. I'm like, what? You're doing it wrong. All right, what club do you work for? Crystal Palace, Charlton, Sheffield United. Fuck off, I'm not staying in. I'm like, so that's literally where I got to, and it wasn't me being an arsehole, it was just me going, this is not about me as a person, it was about the whole history of our football club and our academy, and like, it's so disrespectful to say that you're doing it wrong when the stats say you're not doing it wrong, and it wasn't me. I keep saying, going back, it wasn't about me, it was about, so we have a dossier at the club, might not have it now, might be on, but it's probably that thick, like that. I'm not exaggerating, it's like that. And it's what makes a right back of Man United, and it'll be going back to Roger Byrne, I swear to you, it's black and white colour, it goes all the way through all right backs, left back, centre midfielder, right, centre half, foot, and it's like everyone looks at that and goes, wow, look at that, it's amazing. And then people will come into the football club and just going, push that to one side, this is the new Man United now. And I heard one thing come to me about a week before I left was, Nicky, can we talk to you about the Cliff training ground? I went, yeah. And I was like, oh, because when he said the Cliff, my eyes light up, because that was like my best time of my life, 16, 17, 18. No pressure, no worries about family, and it was just football with your mates. Yeah, what you talk about thinking you're going to say, we need to move away from the history of that, and we need to get a new history, and I went, I need to leave this football club. And that's basically it. No, I'm not sure. I'm not going to tell you who said
Is it
that.
not more important for you to stay there?
No.
And fight these guys?
That would have happened. Literally, that would have happened, and that couldn't happen. Because I never really. So as a player, I had a lot of disappointments. I never took my disappointment home to my family ever. So people do go home and they go, my husband won't go out tonight because he's lost the game. I was never like that. I was like, football, family. So we get beat, I'd be pissed off, I get in my car, I drive home, I get out of my car, my kids are there, I'd be like, right, that's gone. And I was getting to a point where I was going on from training and I was in a mood, and I was like, this is literally not for me. I don't want to bring my work load home. And not only that, I just could not stand people's not having a go at me, because that's I can take that, you know, as a man. I can take someone having a pub at me, like in a bar, someone's a go at you, go, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
but I can't take people having a go at my family, which are Man United, which goes back 10, 20, 30, 40 years. So that was it, I just gone.
Yeah, a couple of more who wanted to ask a question. Get your hands up if you had any.
I'll
So
ask you what.
well, you had quite a few. Both drinks and questions. Those were the small, quick questions. Hopefully, Nicky have 5 minutes before he has to shoot off. So, but speak up, really loud.
But do you think that the player that were keen of those goals, were the aggressive tackle and stuff, do you think that they could play today? With the VAR and red cards and red?
Yeah, the players today, they just change the dynamic, and them two are probably the best players I've ever played with. So they just change. It's like saying, would George best be out of play nowadays? If you're that good in general, I know what you're getting at about tackles and VAR, but if you're that good and that mentally switched on, you change. So, you know, Keeney would get sent off every single week now with VAR. But he's that clever, football mentality. It would change it. It would just change quite easily. And oh yeah. I mean, right, Keane, Scholes, like literally. I think they'll still be better than the ones we've got in midfield now, to be honest with you.
John and Alex.
Yeah. Go.
Best goal.
My best goal. You ever watch me play football? I've scored about 2 goals in my life. Yeah. Thanks for that question. I just think it's probably my header in the Charity Shield against Newcastle. Yeah, that was a good goal. That was a great goal, wasn't it? Unbelievable goal that was. Actually, I seen a goal. My son sent it me actually on Instagram. Leicester City at home. I scored 2, believe it or not. And someone say, "Wow, then." Just heard you say, "Wow, then." And it was very good. Google it. That was really good.
You got a free kick when you went to China. That was decent.
You know, do me a favour. China. I've been out. Didn't get in till 4.
Which goal was better, Garnacho or Rooney?
Garnacho's was flush, wasn't it? Really flush. Rooney's was on his shin. But I can guarantee Garnacho will get nowhere near Rooney to play. I can guarantee that right now.
I didn't ask about that.
Yeah, well, I just told you. Just told you.
Everyone told me that. Johan?
Talking about you scoring goals.
Here we go.
Some other players got challenge, like John.
Sorry?
Like John Shea, everybody knows he's going to score. And he scored less goals than you. How do you feel about your challenge?
Chance?
Again, chant.
Song? Oh, yeah.
Nicky Butt, Nicky Butt, Nicky Butt.
You like it?
I'm not, sorry, what's the question? What are you asking me? Oh, like my song? Yeah, love my song. Yeah, great song. Although Ashley Young nicked it, so I'm not too sure. But yeah, like it.
And to be fair, Donny van der Beek now.
Who?
Yeah. Told you.
Donny.
Yeah.
Donny's still here?
Apparently.
Is he still here?
He's on French on Wednesday.
Was he? I feel a bit sorry for him, actually. I feel a bit sorry.
How's Newcastle, Nicky?
How's Newcastle? Newcastle was an amazing city to live in. No, seriously, I love Newcastle. I what?
You were superb there.
No, I loved Newcastle. Went up there, had a great 6 months, and then I got injured, and I never really reported the injury because I thought they just bought me and I didn't want to look like a duck. What I should have done was just stop training, and I ended up snapping my hamstring, it's come off the bone, and then I was out for about 9 months. But then it went to a bit of a shit show. I went on loan to Birmingham for 6 months and then went back, and I can still tell you that. And actually, I love Newcastle as a club. Great fans, great people. I was the only person, I think. So I come back after me. I tell a lie. I got injured after that. I played Man United in the semi-final at Cardiff. You what? I don't know, I can't remember. I got a load of stick off the Newcastle fans, and I was walking off, I was getting bit, and I thought, So I give them, the worst thing you can do to Newcastle fans is do the middle finger. I did the middle finger, which wasn't great, it wasn't good. And then all the, come on, so I was apparently laughing and joking walking off the pitch with all the fans, and with all the players and the manager, Sir Alex. Total bullshit, because I was that peed off about losing. I wouldn't speak to any of my mates who knew since I was 11. I walked straight off, and it was in the paper that I flew back to Manchester with the Man United team, and I didn't. Obviously didn't. And I got loads of stick. So then I went on loan, and I come back, and we played against Celta Vigo in a pre-season game. I was getting beat 2-0. I come on, sub, got booed on by the whole 60,000 people, and I mean booed on, like horrible. I scored 2 goals, I got man of the match, and I got booed off. Unbelievable. And then I ended up staying there for 5 years, and then I was captain for 4 years, so yeah, it was great.
Just one short in. Give it 10 minutes and Ben will be here with the raffle results. Nicky, your car is here. Time will fly by when you have a good time. But just to finish off with a United question, will Erik ten Hag win us the league?
No chance. It's not Eric's fault. He's not going to win the league for us. We are so little. I'm the biggest Man United fan you'll ever meet. We're 10 years off winning the league. 10 years off winning the league.
How will we win us the league?
Sorry?
How will we win the league?
Hopefully Pep Guardiola retires for a year, maybe, or 2. But let's be honest. It isn't down to Ten Hag. It's because we had such an amazing environment with Sir Alex, and I believe we got a bit blasé. Do you understand blasé? Blasé is? Yeah. A bit blasé with the fact that with Man United we keep winning. Man United will keep winning.
Not now.
Man United, but it was 10 years ago. It's Man United will keep winning. Man United will keep winning. Keep getting a sponsorship in. Keep coming in. Training ground's great, and then all of a sudden, the noisy neighbours start doing that. Arsenal start doing that, and we're still like that. And literally, I believe we will not win the league for at least 10 years. And it's sad to say. I don't want to say that. How do we possibly win the league? So you got Arsenal flying, forget City, Park City for a minute, who will keep winning. Arsenal fundamentally have their foundations perfect at the minute.
We haven't got to March. Must be a take on Arsenal.
Do you reckon? I don't know, but I think we have to put. I think Man United have to get the right people in the right places, and they have to have a plan, and everyone's got to be patient, because we're not going to win it next year, we're not going to win it the year after, we're not going to win it after that. We might get lucky and win one in the next 3 or 4 or 5 years, but fundamentally we're not going to get to the top again, because the 10-year cycle. Look at history. Look at history of the football club.
What a way to end on a high, isn't it? Just really looking forward to the game tomorrow now. Thank you. So thank you so much for coming, Nicky, and joining me. Give it up for Nicky Butt, everyone.